was going to grab my phone to make sure that we're live streaming. And a turnover, won by the Slugs. Hornets are going to need to add a couple more people if they want to take down Jackson. And a kick by the Slugs. Chased down by the Hornets, looking for a counterattack and kicking. They need to put some people on side where they can react. The Slugs looking to counterattack. And a whistle blown. Again, today's match sponsor, Bespoke Cycling, BEESPOCKE cycling.com. And we're looking at a scrum down for the Slugs. I haven't found it yet. It might be in my car. No.
Check to see for live?
Yeah, I should be able to pull it up. YouTube. Okay, we're live. There we go. I was going to grab my phone to make sure. God damn it. And friends and family of Slug Rugby, if you're just joining us now, this is a good reminder that in the bottom right-hand corner of your YouTube, you can put this to mute so you don't have to listen to me. Vince Larkin is down. The original voice of Santa Cruz Rugby is down at the Pebble Beach Pro-Am teaching Bill Murray how to golf. Ross Albert here with the play-by-play commentary. Slugs fine touch. So a little bit of history between the two clubs. The Hornets have been a men's rugby club at Sacramento State since 1964. The Slugs being a team since 1967. So some history between the two, and a knock-on by the Slugs. It's rainy today. We expect to see, some tough conditions. Talking with Coach Jeremy Sanford today, really expecting the forwards to put in a lot of the work. Ball fed, ball's out. At a whistle. Bringing back, playing advantage to the Hornets. And the Hornets find touch.
Pedal the kick! Great kick!
Line out for the Hornets. About 10 meters, 15 meters out. Met at the gain line. Staunch defense by the Slugs. Aggressive attack by the Hornets. Really trying to get in. The Slugs creating a web of defense. And penalty towards the Hornets coming through. Quick tap. Moving through. And it looks... Yep. Penalty again towards the Hornets. Ball's out one more time. Ball's kicked. Hornets coming back. A favorable kick for the Slugs. The fly half throwing wide. Looking at a good counterattack set up by the Hornets. Ball knocked forward. Referee playing advantage. Let's hear what the official has to say. Again, today's official is Stephen Moore. Calling it down for a scrum for the Slugs. Again, Slugs right now 1-0. They against Davis last week, a hard battle, well deserved by the Slugs. Came from behind in the second half, 22-20 against UC Davis at home for their D1A debut. Yes! Ball's out. Penalty for the Slugs against Sacramento. Looking for touch. And I'm hearing that the camera is not tracking properly. We're looking at the touch judge, which if you've ever watched rugby, the last thing you care about is touch judge unless you're on defense. You got that? Yeah, the tracking. And yes, you just saw the coach run across the field. That's not normal.
Hey, the conditions are a little windy. I'm trying to fix it. Yeah, no, I hear you. Let me see.
Midge has you protected.
Excellent. She's great. All right.
Ball's out.
Boys, let's go!
Not called against Santa Cruz. Scrum down. Hornets.
No, I'm still here. I'm just trying to make sure that the auto. So it's auto following. It should be. Yeah. It's probably because it's so windy and wet. Let me see.
Penalty against the Slugs. Hornets looking for touch.
All right.
Hornets could not find touch. The ball is going back. We're looking at a 22-meter drop. Refs bringing it back.
Should have it fixed in a second. I'm gonna give me a text back if it acts up.
Scrum down for the Slugs. Martin Gutierrez not having his favorite day. Really getting pushed around. Bullied by a taller 9.
And that's their second string number 9. So that's like the top 9.
Jackson finding space, creating. High tackle. Ref playing a very fair game again. Student athletes, we want to see safe play. And the Slugs find touch.
It's our ball.
Heads up, Mark. Heads up on the mark. That was awesome.
Crazy idea. You're a wide attacking move.
Nice. Slugs retain possession, driving forward. Slugs really looking dominant at the breakdown right now.
There you go.
Nice. Finding space, moving the ball forward. Slugs on the attack. No one to counterattack. And kicking, finding touch. You know, there's nothing in my contract about bad weather.
I know. I don't know why it's not letting me calibrate.
Shout out to all the Slug Rugby alumni that are watching the game. Big shout out to Brett Amos out of Portland. Coach, player, alumni. Brett, raise up a glass for me. Love you. Slugs retain possession. Again. Ooh.
Drop ball? No. Yeah, I know. It's going to be great. It's a very dreek Scottish day here. The weather's, we got the har coming in off the ocean. It's visibility's barely across the beach. This is incredible.
Numbers.
It's one of those picture perfect Santa Cruz days.
Yeah. You know, last week, Vince and I made the joke about, 364 days of the year.
Yeah.
It's beautiful Slug Rugby. It's all my fault, yes. Last week was the first time I watched 2 rugby games without cursing. So it's only right that I did curse something this week.
There's a thing stuck in there.
Look at that. Good eye.
Slugs penetrating, pushing towards that try line. Ball's out, looking for space. And that's 5 for the Slugs.
That's Bodie Dallas with the try.
Bodie Dallas, and if you want to score, you should check out bespokecycling.com. That's BEESpokecycling.com. At number 15 coming in with a good 5 points. Is that JJ kicking?
That looks like Ian Rivera.
We have Ian Rivera coming in, looking for another 2 points to keep the Slugs dominant. Well, the touch judge and I both have an issue, as is the kicker. It's very hard to see. It's going to be 5-0 Slugs. The Hornets looking to kick again. Let's see if they can make 10. They've certainly found 10. Slugs 2 advance the ball. Martin is running. He's finding space. He's finding Jackson. Jackson loves running. And it looks like Slugs have another 5. Well-deserved 5 coming through. Right underneath the uprights. Ian has another crack at it, right in front of the posts. I hear people in the crowd saying, "Let's go, Ian! Let's go, Ian!" Certainly, there'll be a big cheer from the crowd once this goes through. There we go. That was very big. Good job, guys. Hopefully next time there will be a bit more enthusiasm from the stands.
They're a little wet. They're a little bit cold. This probably isn't what they signed up for either.
Slugs do have, a reputation for making their opponents cold and miserable.
Come to Santa Cruz, they said. It'll be fun, they said. We'll go to the boardwalk.
Yeah, it'll be wonderful weather here, they said. Impossible to see the upper fields. If you're an alumni checking into this game, you could barely see the hill. Ooh. Recovered by the Slugs. Again, Slugs really been dominant in the breakdown, coming through, supporting without overcommitting. And the Hornets keep coming through with this web of defense, preventing the Slugs from getting the ball out of their own territory.
I don't know if it's hot. It's on the YouTubes.
It's really hot. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just
Burn my tongue.
seems like it's really struggling.
You can barely see the wingers.
Let's go, boy. Let's go right here.
Yeah, I can't find anybody.
Well, if you're watching from home, use your imagination. The ball is on the far side of the field, with Sacramento really coming and pushing in, knocking on the door. Line out. Hornets retain the ball. Cycling forwards coming in against UCSC's defense. With a penalty. Ref calling, knocking forward. We're looking at a scrum down. Santa Cruz ball. Again, I apologize for those at home. Most people, when they watch rugby, do not want to sit there and watch a touch judge, a fullback, and a wing. However, here you guys are. All the more reason to come and visit UC Santa Cruz, the Dan Porter Field, any Saturday. Next Saturday, there'll be another match. Slugs kick. Fine touch. We're looking at a Sacramento State line out, maybe about 30 meters out. Really trying to knock on the goal, get through, get some points on the board. You got about 14 and a half minutes before half on a cold, dreary day at UC Santa Cruz, Dan Porter Field. Another whistle, penalty for the Slugs. Again, look. Referee slowing things down. Again, from what I see, you can't see anything. Oh, there we go. A little close. Slugs finding touch. About the 40-meter mark. Slugs line out. Sacramento State line out. Recovered by the Slugs. Ball moving. Ref calling a knock on by the Slugs. Gonna have a quick conversation. Again, today's officiant, Stephen Moore, doing a wonderful job, really sitting down, talking to the players, getting everyone right. Love to see that. Love to see that. Student athletes coming through. Scrum down for the Hornets. Ball's out. You know, really nasty conditions. Very hard to do a backline set piece, but the Hornets seem to be making something with it. However, the ball's turned over. Slugs ball. Moving forward, referee playing advantage. This scrummy, Mr. Gutierrez, coming through, and the ball's being called back. You might not see the flags moving except for down at the end where the flags are falling over. But things are so wet right now. It's very difficult for ball in hand and things to be moving through a back line. Forwards are doing their absolute best to retain possession and really hold on to the ball and move things forward. Scrum for Sacramento resulted in a knock-on. So a scrum down for the Slugs. About 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. Slugs up 12-0 at home for their second game. In the Sacramento State Hornets, longtime club, 1964. Oh, and knocked forward by the number 10. Referee will be calling something prior. Penalty against the Slugs. Slugs are back 10. And it looks like the Hornets are looking for touch. With 10 minutes left in the first half, they're going to be trying to knock on the door. Line out for the Hornets. Not committing everything. A couple forwards. Locking a prop. Locked and loaded. Whistle blown again. Penalty against the Slugs. Referee slowing things down a little bit. Having a conversation. And the Hornets find touch just past the 22 meter. Again, knocking on the door. Slugs having to put up a good defense. This line out committed everyone except a lock for this line out. Jumping up early, Slugs contest, retain possession, and another whistle.
Here.
Terrific. And next weekend, the women's, UCSC women's, we'll be playing 11 a.m. against San Jose. Line out to the Hornets. Retained by the Hornets. They're driving them home. Making progression, getting closer to the try line. And that's a try awarded to the Sacramento State Hornets, putting them at 5-12. Must feel good before the half, coming through, getting some points on the board. This wind is, if you are familiar with this field, the wind is blowing towards the valley, towards Pogonib. In a vicious wind. Midge, what you say, about 15-20 miles per hour? Yeah, it's a cold wind, and it's tough kicking, again, in and against the wind. I feel bad for the posts. The posts are falling over. Looks like the kicker tried to throw some grass up, but it'll be a tough kick. Let's see if he can make the conversion. Very good looking kick in very tough conditions, however, failed to convert. Slugs will be kicking to the Hornets. Again, a great time to mention Bespoke, BEESpokecycling.com. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and the World Wide Web. Bespoke Cycling. Ball found touch. The Hornets ball, line out. That's Marcus Romero thrown in. Wearing number 2 for the Hornets. Ref may have an issue with that. And a scrum down for the Slugs. Again, Slugs, front row. Zev and Mateo coming through, really holding it down for the Slugs. Been dominant in the scrum today. They're supported by Oliver, Jefferson, Lucas, Joe Bob, aka Bobby Body Bags, Jackson Severek at number 8. If you haven't seen Jackson, just watch any game that UC Santa Cruz has played recently. The man is a force of nature. Again. Very difficult in these conditions. Wet ball, high wind. Scrum down for the Hornets. Sacramento State moving the ball. Being contested before the gain line. Ball rolling out. Slugs all over it. Penalty against the Slugs. Slugs are back 10. Sacramento looking for touch. They found it. They have not found it. Slugs returning. Oh, Jesus. Slugs really pushing, really fighting. Whistled by the referee. Conversation by the official. Mr. Stephen Moore. You know, a beautiful thing about the officiating in any rugby match is to really sit down, talk with the players, coach them through. Line out for the Hornets. High wind, very difficult to come through and see if they can get a straight line running through. Slugs. Penalty to the Hornets. Again, looking for touch, kicking into the wind, into the rain, and found touch just before the 22-meter mark. If you're watching from home, be happy that you're not in the wind and the rain. It is absolutely miserable out here. Couldn't ask for a better day at UC Santa Cruz. It is. And Martin Gutierrez with the ball, setting it wide. Scrub down for the Hornets. Again, two forward packs looking very, very strong. Hornets going to the weak side. Smothered by the Slugs defense. Ball's moving out. Quick hands. Luke, wearing number 10, with the tackle. Jackson coming through with a good stop. That's Mason LaFond, the fullback, making some meters for the Hornets. Against Slugs with impressive defense, really pushing against the attacking wave. These wind conditions don't make it easy. And that's half. The Slugs at 12. The Hornets at 5. A great time to mention that next weekend, the February 11th, have a home game, the UCSC Women's Club against San Jose. And a 1 p.m. game, UC Santa Cruz men's against Cal Poly men's. Another D1A game at home. UC Santa Cruz also streaming live on YouTube. Might be a good time to mention that the UCSC Women's Club is looking for a head coach. So if you know someone that is strong enough to run with the Slugs, please pass it along. You can find both the men's and women's club on Facebook, on Instagram, and if you just Google UCSC Rugby, I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out. In addition, I would like to bring up one more time the match sponsor for today, Bespoke Cycling. That's BEESpokecycling.com. You can find them on all your social medias. I wrote something up about them. Where is it? Yes. Bike fitting, guiding, and teaching. If you like bikes, Bespoke Cycling is the spot for you. You could visit their website for some great bespoke merchandise. They have a wonderful, easy to navigate online store. And coming up this spring in 2023, they'll be hosting a Cork and Spoke Adventure Society trip to Cortec, Colorado. So if you're sitting at home and you have a phone right now, go ahead, Google it, BeSpokeCycling.com. That's BEESpokeCycling.com. You're not going to regret it. It's a wonderful website. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half. And Diego getting ready to kick off for the Slugs. Start off this second half. We're waiting for the match official, Mr. Stephen Moore. Diego putting the ball up. Slugs coming through. Ball to touch. And I'm sure you can all see from home, it's very windy, very foggy. And the Slugs have a scrum at 35 meters out. Ref, calling a penalty, not straight. Never mind. Penalty for the Slugs. Looking for a touch. It's the fullback Bodie. Finding touch. Very handsome young man. UCSC line out, balls in, contested and won by the Hornets. Another whistle up. Penalty awarded to the Hornets. Again, looking for touch, kicking into the wind, against the wind. Found touch. The flag's up. So you might not be able to see anything at home. It's probably a little bit better than what I can see at the 50-meter mark. It'll be a Sacramento line out in. Ball's out. Slugs attacking on defense. Failed to make it close to the gain line. Penalty for the Hornets. Slugs are back 10. Again, Hornets looking for touch. What was that number? Number 10. Number 10 for the Hornets tried to attack me with the ball. I didn't call him out by name. I had a list of the 16 players. Yeah. Oh no, this is his words. So that was number 10. Cullen's trying to attack me. That's fine, I'll buy him a pint after. But again, really setting up the offense for the Hornets. Number 10 doing a wonderful job out there. Quick tap, letting the forwards do their thing. At the 50-meter mark, Slugs on defense. Ooh, knocked forward by the Hornets. Referee calling that back. Jefferson. He's a tough one. He's coming up. He's back on his feet. Santa Cruz making a couple adjustments from their lineup last week to this week. Looking good. Playing hard, playing tough. Scrum looking fierce. Scrum down for the Slugs. Let's see if someone can. Ooh, wind conditions. Scrummy number 9. And knocked forward by the Hornets. Again, 34 minutes left in the second half. 12-5. The Slugs on the Hornets. Slugs looking to maintain a perfect record. And a kick by the Slugs. Hornets letting it hit touch. The Hornets line out. Today, right now is a great time to mention, if you're sitting at home, if you have a smartphone or a way to access the internet, bespokecycling.com, BEESpokecycling.com. If you have a bike, throw it away. Go to Bespoke Cycling, buy a new one. Wonderful people, wonderful customer service, and a very easy to use website. If you find yourself out in Colorado, you better go to Bespoke Cycling. Slugs won the line out. Ball's out. Number 10 running it through, finding contact, cleared out. Slugs been dominant in that breakdown today. Penalty again for the Slugs against the Hornets. Ball's moving. Maybe not at the mark. Maybe not at the mark. It's windy. Slugs spreading out, finding space, getting ready for an attack. Jackson coming through. Ooh, God. You don't want to be someone that tries to die. Good job, Jackson. There you go. That's Jefferson. Moving the ball. No, it's not. Yeah, Isasu. Slugs moving the ball forward, coming through. Iago. Ball coming through, just a slippery ball, very hard to really be catching something at pace right now. Penalty for the Slugs, looking for a quick tap. Ball's out, coming through. Jess finding space and bodies, both which he can maneuver through without any issue. Again, maintaining ownership at the breakdown. Slugs pushing forward. And called for a knock forward by blue and gold. And the referee showed a card, first card of the day. That's 10 minutes against the prop. That's James Snyder, the hooker, James Snyder. And that's another 5 on the board for the Slugs. So, Jackson scored. And congratulations to number 8, Jackson. Another 5 on the board. That's his second try for the day. And Ian looking to put up his second conversion of the day. And again, a big match next weekend at home Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, the Mustangs, against the UC Santa Cruz Slugs. A D1A match. Cal Poly has been dominant for quite some time, and the Slugs will really get to test their mettle. And join early, catch the UCSC women's program playing at 11 a.m. against San Jose State. And that's another two. We're looking at 19-5. Just under 30 minutes left for the Slugs. Sacramento State kicking to the Slugs. Looks like the Hornets have a split pack. Oh, pack right. And Mr. Moore calling a knock forward against the Slugs. Sacramento State ball. A good opportunity for the Hornets. However, the Slugs defense have been impenetrable today. With the exception of that quick five, Slugs have been really working hard, putting that extra work in. Good, Mr. Moore putting down his mark. Another scrum down for the Hornets. Ball's out. Jackson with a shepherding called. Ball for the Slugs. Jackson moving the ball out. The scrumming coming through, bouncing off defenders. Ref not using the whistle, letting the players play. Bobby Body Bags moving the ball forward. Ball stripped away by the Hornets. Knocked forward. Ref playing advantage. Slugs with the ball, moving it forward. Ref continuing to play advantage for the Slugs. Ball's out. Penalty called for the Slugs. Quick tap, moving it forward. Hornets, I don't believe are 10. Ref calling it. Slugs in a good position right now, really knocking on the door. Ooh. Damn near impossible to hold on to that ball today. It's just snotty, it's wet, it's muddy. These boys are tired, they've been fighting all day. Ref with a wee bit of stoppage. Rain coming down harder than ever. And that's the lock. Jefferson coming off. Fought hard today. Believe injury. What a day for rugby. It's cold, it's wet, it's dreary. Scotland and England played this morning. Ireland against Wales. Ireland, I don't want to lead any spoilers, but you're not number one in the world for no reason. Ireland doing Ireland things, being dominant. But a great kickoff to the Six Nations tourney. Jackson coming through, finding space, finding bodies, has an issue with neither. Slugs really knocking on that door, trying to push it in, getting real close. And that is a try awarded to the Slugs. That's another 5. Sorry if you heard me counting myself. I'm really bad at math. But we are looking at 24-5. Jackson with his 3rd try for the day. I believe that's a hat trick, yes? Is that a hat trick? No, you guys don't need to yell. You guys are just fans. You guys don't need to, like, cheer. We're live right now. Yell. Just... Jackson with his 3rd try today. That's a hat trick. Let's go Slugs! Again, kicking into the wind with some miserable rain. But Bodie looking to get it in the uprights. Ooh, very tough with that wind. BeSpokeCycling.com. BeeSpokeCycling.com. Bodie's had a wonderful, wonderful day today. A couple counterattacks, a couple supports, and I believe 4 points in the uprights. 24-5. Just under 23 minutes for the Slugs. The Hornets will be kicking off to the Slugs again, into the rain, into the wind. Couldn't ask for a better day at the Dan Porter Field at UC Santa Cruz. Ball's up, ball's caught by the number 9. And Slugs moving the ball out, setting up a counterattack for the Sacramento State Hornets. Ball moving. Swallowed by the Slugs defense. Penalty to the Hornets. I don't know what the call is. We can make something up. And their number 10 looking for touch. Does not find it. Slugs setting up the counterattack. Bodie coming through with the kick. Pushing. The Slugs are onside. Sorry, that was very exciting. I started yelling. Line out. Oh. Sheets of rain and wind are coming across the field right now. If you are at home watching this on your phone, consider yourself lucky. It is a wet day to be a Slug or a Hornet in the Invertebrate Cup. Today, Saturday, February 4th, Dan Porter Field at UC Santa Cruz. Vince Larkin, the original voice of Slug Rugby, is down at the Pro-Am. I'm joined by my dear friend Midge. We are calling the game. Ross and Midge. That was number 10 for the Hornets saying a curse word. Do you want me to start listing them off? And just a quick plug, I am sitting here cold. It would be much colder, except I'm wearing a UC Santa Cruz Slug Rugby sweatshirt. You can purchase these if you go to some sort of website that the Slugs have. But you should certainly purchase some form of supporter apparel to support Slug Athletics and UC Santa Cruz Rugby. Because if you're at home, what else are you doing? Are you not wearing Slug Rugby stuff? Well, that's dumb. Scrum down for the Hornets. Collapsing, balls out for the Hornets. A nice switch. Coming through. Hornets trying to make something out of this. Ball on the ground, kicked forward by UC Santa Cruz. Retained by UC Santa Cruz. 30 meters made. Knocked forward by the Slugs. It's not a beer. Again, this scrum is brought to you by BespokeCycling.com. BeeSpokeCycling.com. Do you have a bike? Throw it away. Buy a new one. Go to BespokeCycling.com. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and the World Wide Web at BeeSpokeCycling.com. Mr. Gutierrez with the ball, moving forward. Slugs continue to attack. A kick forward. Chase on by the winger. That's number 14, Alec. Diego grabbing the ball. He's got time. He's moving the ball. Mr. Gutierrez moving the ball again. Mr. Gutierrez is looking at continuing his career with UC Santa Cruz and pursuing a master's or a PhD. Unfamiliar to the sport of rugby until he came to UC Santa Cruz. He came after the match last week and gave a wonderful little interview. So please feel free to check out UC Santa Cruz Rugby on YouTube and see last week's game where the Slugs took down UC Davis 22-20 for their D1A debut. For those at home, it's not getting any less wet or windy out here. It seems like every player has an extra 20 pounds of water in their pockets. But the Slugs, again, staying dominant, pushing forward, hungry for another 5. Again, really pushing down right in front of the uprights, driving, knocked forward. Referee playing advantage for the Hornets, blowing the whistle. Not calling a free kick, calling a knock-on, scrum down for the Hornets. Maybe, Midge, what did you say, 5 meter, 7 meter line? Sacramento State with the scrum down at the 5 meter line. Kicking into the wind. Not a position that anyone would really like to be in. I mean, we're sitting here underneath an umbrella and neither of us want to be. you go. Collapse, ball's out, and a kick. And we have a penalty against the Slugs. Slugs are back 10. Hornets trying to recover the ball. Make some quick work of this. I assumed that they would be going to touch. But again, very difficult position, kicking into the wind, kicking into the rain. Down by 19 points. 14 and a half minutes left in regulation. Hornets finding touch. But if you're like me and have nothing else to do on a Saturday, the B-sides are warming up. So we'll have another wonderful 80 minutes of me sitting in the rain. The worst commentary for the Slugs in the history of televised slug rugby. It's cold, it's miserable, it's foggy. Slugs contesting, have the ball, moving forward, continuing to push down, about at the 20-meter mark. Just a train of forwards pushing and pushing against the Sacramento State defense. Backs looking poised and ready, but the forwards are hungry. They keep pushing forward. Penalty. Referee called a penalty against Sacramento. Quick tap by the Slugs, moving forward. Jackson looking for his fourth today. And a well-deserved try number 4 for the big number 8, Mr. Jackson Severac. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're looking at 29-5. The Slugs against the Hornets. The Invertebrate Cup. I don't think we actually have a cup for this.
Doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We should have whiskey or something for these games. It's fucking... Alright, excuse me. It's cold. No, not Fireball.
Anything.
That's terrible. I should call my wife and ask her to bring whiskey. This is a school event. We don't... There's no... Yeah.
Why was he off? Jefferson.
So that's Jefferson with a head impact assessment, but it takes a lot to take that boy down. He's doing very well. He's back out onto the field. And that's another 2 for the Slugs. We're looking at 31-5. With 11 and a half minutes left in the game. One of the centers putting up another 2 for the Slugs. And you can see by that kick, you might not be able to see it home because it's dreary. Ooh! There we go. That's Bodie making some serious meters for the Slugs. Slugs getting in an attacking position. And a penalty. Well fought by the Slugs.
Go, boys, go! Let's go!
And a penalty in favor of the Slugs coming through. Number 8, Jackson, a.k.a. Dr. Try-Scorer. 4 on the board for today. Ooh. A good run met by a good tackle. Slugs. I don't know if I would call that a knock, but I'm not the one with the whistle. Mr. Moore calling a very good game today. Miserable conditions. Couldn't Scrum down for Sacramento State. Backs are split. Taking the fullback into the line. Ball's out. Met well by number 8, Jackson. I'd say the Santa Cruz defense is looking anything other than sluggish. Aggressive all day. Ref calling it against UC Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz getting back 10. Quick tap by the Hornets, moving the ball forward. Nice run by the Hornets. I'm sure you guys can't see this at home because sitting here at the 50-meter mark, I can barely see the scoreboard. Again, penalty. Looks like scrum down, Sacramento State. Why are you guys here? This sucks. Hey,
From Ireland.
shameless plug. You guys can watch us at home on YouTube.com or the mobile app. Hornets progressing down the field, making some good meterage. And a penalty for the Hornets. They're moving forward. Slugs not back 10. Referee playing advantage, knocking on the door. Back line poised, ready to strike. Ball's out. Sorry if I'm yelling. I'm excited. Again, the impenetrable defense of the Slugs. Ref bringing it back. Penalty for the Hornets. Quick tap made by the number 10. Moving it out. And it looks like there's a little bit of scrapping going on. You know, you hate to see it, you love to see it, but the boys just having a little conversation there. The ref's getting in the middle of it. It seems like everyone's just sitting down and talking. Everything seems fine. I think someone just wanted to say good job to the other person and went in for something close to a hug. It looks like everything is fine now. There have been no cards awarded, if you want to call it that. However, there will be a penalty awarded. Nope, the referee will be having a couple of conversations. Mr. Moore, again, calling a wonderful game in other than desirable weather. Okay. The captains for both squads are going to be sitting down and talking. And, you know, with under 6 minutes left in the game, it's understandable things get chippy, but these are student athletes that are playing, and they're playing a very high level of rugby. Both of these clubs, again, 1964, 1967, historic clubs. A lot of respect between the two. And looks like the ref is calling. I can barely see down to that far corner. It looks like he's calling for a line out. And it looks like a Santa Cruz line out. Santa Cruz will be kicking into the wind. That is the case. However, right now, you don't know where the wind is going. Correction, it looks like the ref will be calling for a scrum down. For Sacramento State. It will be a Sacramento State scrum. Maybe 10 meters out. Ball's out. Number 10 fumbled it. Not seeing an advantage played by the referee. Ball being advanced by Sacramento State. UC Santa Cruz with the ball, attacking forward. Ball's out. Kick. Shaken one tackle. Hornets are there for the ruck and to move the ball out. Producing the ball, moving it wide. Got caught up into some contact. Ball's out, kicked forward. Santa Cruz recovering. Penalty called by the referee. Slugs moving forward with the ball. Okay. Ball's produced. Moving forward. Ball's out. Diego kicking. Hornets. Are they going to let it go to touch? They did. Let's see if they move it quick. If you guys are interested in pictures, you can visit Slugby on Facebook or UC Santa Cruz Men's Rugby, and you can see a lot of pictures of Gray taken by Midge. If you smell the pictures, it'll smell like cold. You know, if Vince Larkin was here, it would be nice and sunny, just like his disposition. But without him, we are lost. Santa Cruz recovering the ball, a whistle blown. I can barely see the ref from here. But it looks like a scrum down. Just over 1 minute left in the Invertebrate Cup. Santa Cruz poised. Scrum down for Santa Cruz. Knocking on the door. Getting ready. I'd love to see a drop kick, but that will probably not happen. It would be a very stupid thing to do. Sacramento has recovered the ball. Another whistle. Penalty awarded to the Slugs. And 30 seconds left. Jefferson coming through, knocking on the door, and the Slugs is another 5 at the buzzer. Sorry, 20 seconds left, not the buzzer. Well-deserved, Slugs. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to, for those at home, I have to put the thing on, so that's why I count. I can't even see the scoreboard.
Oh, there's the whistle.
And that's the whistle. Ladies and gentlemen, Today, February 4th, 2023, the 123rd inaugural Invertebrates Cup. Slugs, 36. Well, Tiego's kicking. We have an option for another 2. I don't know if he can even see the uprights. And that's good. That's good. 38-5, Slugs. In their second game of the season. Perfect record, 2-0. A well-fought match by Sacramento State, a wonderful club that's been going at it since 1964. Hard-fought match against Santa Clara Broncos last week. A lot of respect. Thank you to all of the Sacramento State fans that have driven down, have tuned in, and also, most importantly, the players that have come down and enjoyed this wonderful Santa Cruz weather. It's almost like the Thule fog that they would expect at home. Friends and family of Slug Rugby, do you want to know what the buzz is about? Bespoke Cycling, BeSpokeCycling.com. Do you need some bike stuff? Go to Bespoke Cycling. Also, stay tuned. We have a B-side match. You probably won't be able to see anything because of the fog, the wind, and the rain. However, you can see the B-side starting lineup coming up. It's going to be a wonderful game, like every Slug Rugby game. I'm going to be quiet so you can unmute and listen to things if you'd like. Hi, Guido. I hope you feel better. Also, a quick reminder, UCSC Women's Rugby will be live next Saturday, February 11th, 11 a.m. here at the Dan Porter Rugby Field at UC Santa Cruz, playing San Jose State University. Followed up by the Men's Rugby Club at 1 p.m. against Cal Poly here at the Dan Porter Field at UC Santa Cruz. Feel free to come on in, check out the rugby. I will personally guarantee that the weather will be better. Real quick, for those at home, we might be closing down the broadcast, but head coach Jeremy Sanford here. Jeremy, how'd the game go today?
Wet, cold, little bit red-headed, I'd say, in a bunch of different situations. Would have been would have been great if we could have controlled our emotions a little bit a few times. But the second half we adjusted. We started playing the referee a little better. That's too many penalties basically in the first half. That discipline was bad. Tightened it up a bit in the second, and you can see we ran up some trials. I think we just got a little bit more direct, and that was good. So I think we adjusted. Again, finished really well, just like last week. So I think the guys are fit, they're working hard, so it's good.
It seems like fitness and cohesion are really the name of the game for UC Santa Cruz Rugby. There was, again, we both talked, no one likes to hear a whistle. There was a lot of whistles, but it was just a snotty day out here.
Yeah.
How do you think the boys did? You guys don't usually get to practice in weather like this. It was rainy. We've been in a drought for a half decade, but the boys seem to be able to control the ball and really move things forward when it mattered, capitalize on some mistakes. Jackson, 3-4 tries today?
Probably 4 tries, I think.
Yeah.
Sled from the front,
Just another day at the office for him, huh?
Pretty much. He can. The conditions. We were fortunate that we were able to train a lot all the way through that atmospheric river system that came through early January, late December, and so we actually got a lot of opportunity to play in harsh conditions. Went down to LA, played pretty well down there, and really bad conditions. So in our kind of instance, they know how to play tough. Nothing but self-belief in this group. They really feel like they belong out here, and they can play with anybody in the country. And so I think we'll see that next weekend when Cal Poly comes to town with a taste of the top 10 side in the country looks like. So it should be a lot of fun. But the boys are up, and we'll keep it going and be a good week of practice. And the thing I was proud of is the backs played pretty well defensively. They didn't really have any space to work as a Sac State, and the backs just worked. They good tackling out wide, which was a big spot last week, so it was good to see.
Two historic teams, Sac State from the 60s, Santa Cruz from the late 60s. The history between these clubs, you had been in contact with the head coach for a long time. Sacramento State's looking at trying to get up in that D1A tier, just like UC Santa Cruz did this past year. What are your thoughts looking forward into the future of D1A rugby and bringing up some more people into the fold? It's a different level of rugby. How do you prepare for stuff like this?
Well, I mean, it's not that different, honestly. Sac State ran Santa Clara very close last week. I think the conditions a little rough for them today, but they've played us really tight in the past, and I think they have a lot of bodies over there, a lot of really good athletes, and like you said, that great tradition. My hope is that we see a lot of those former Pac-West schools come up, join the California Conference D1A, and we have a much bigger league where we can start our league rugby in the fall, really carry it through the entire season. It'll be great.
Absolutely. Jeremy, on behalf of all Slug Rugby alumni and anyone else tuning in, thank you so much.
Yep.
Congratulations on the win.
Cheers. Thanks for doing the commentary in this crap weather, huh?
Jesus, yeah.
Woo.
What are you paying me for?
We'll go down to the parish in a bit, and I'll show you.
Also, bespokcycling.com, BE Spoke Cycling.